Hey guys, this is Gael from madridismo.org. If you can't get enough of Real Madrid, then maybe you'll be interested in visiting the new amusement park that Real Madrid is going to build in the United Arab Emirates. It's a $1 billion investment, and here you go, we'll leave you with some footage and with the whole event with a lot of English in it.
Estos lazos de amistad y colaboración van a permitir que se haga realidad un ambicioso sueño, una magnífica idea que va a servir de base e impulso para futuras acciones encaminadas también a engrandecer la dimensión global de nuestro club. Como comentaba, el mundo del deporte no tiene fronteras, porque el fútbol, y siempre lo digo, es una herramienta fantástica para acercar y unir a los pueblos. El Real Madrid es de todos y forma parte de la vida de millones y millones de personas en cualquier rincón del planeta. Estén donde estén nuestros aficionados, siguen con emoción la trayectoria de nuestro equipo y la viven día a día, disfrutando de los triunfos, sufriendo con los contratiempos, pero siempre en busca de la victoria, lo que es más importante, sin rendirse jamás. La energía de todos estos seguidores y sus ilusiones son para todos nosotros el elemento de motivación diaria. Santiago Bernabéu tuvo la extraordinaria visión de dotar al Madrid de una capacidad única para sobrepasar las fronteras de nuestro país, y gracias a ese espíritu hemos alcanzado la dimensión que hoy tenemos. Nosotros, los que ahora tenemos la responsabilidad de gestionar este inmenso patrimonio, estamos encantados y sabemos del reto que tenemos de administrar bien el legado de quienes convirtieron a nuestro club en un mito y en una leyenda reconocida por todos y en cualquier lugar del mundo. A partir de este momento unimos nuestra realidad, nuestro potencial, nuestra capacidad para generar emociones y nuestro nombre, el Real Madrid, al Emirato de Ras Al Khaimah, con un importante objetivo: construir un escenario único en el mundo, situado en un estratégico punto de encuentro para que millones de ciudadanos puedan disfrutar de un proyecto sin precedentes en un emplazamiento geoestratégico que está a menos de 4 horas de vuelo de cerca de 2.000 millones de personas, y también entre 6 o 7 horas de Europa, China o de Japón. Real Madrid Resort Island será un territorio espectacular y un gran centro turístico deportivo de grandes dimensiones y de altísimo nivel. Hablamos de 50 hectáreas construidas sobre una isla artificial que servirá para unar turismo, deporte y Real Madrid. Estamos convencidos de que este extraordinario complejo seducirá a millones de personas que buscan una oferta de ocio de calidad. Por tanto, deporte, salud y entretenimiento. Con una inversión de más de 1.000 millones de dólares, este complejo concebido bajo la marca Real Madrid albergará un maravilloso estadio, varios campos de fútbol, una clínica deportiva, un puerto para embarcaciones de recreo y la práctica de deportes náuticos, un gran parque temático, hoteles de lujo, villas y un museo donde se podrá admirar la historia y el presente de nuestro club. La vocación global y universal del Real Madrid ha hecho posible este acuerdo que fortalece nuestra imagen e impulsa de manera extraordinaria nuestra expansión y nuestro desarrollo internacional. Este es un paso decisivo y estratégico que contribuye a aumentar la fortaleza de nuestra institución en Oriente Medio y en Asia. Y no será una presencia temporal. El Real Madrid se instala allí de una manera permanente en una región clave del mundo que nos ha demostrado a lo largo del tiempo su pasión y su amor por nuestro club. En los últimos años hemos estrechado nuestros lazos de unión con los Emiratos Árabes. Nuestra colaboración es cada vez más sólida y estamos muy orgullosos de ello. Representamos liderazgo, esfuerzo, talento y capacidad para llevar a cabo retos y desafíos que merecen la pena. El Real Madrid, junto con el gobierno del Emirato de Ras Al Khaimah, emprende esta andadura con el convencimiento de que esta será una relación duradera. Queremos transmitir la emoción de lo que significa el Real Madrid a todos los que lleguen para disfrutar de este fantástico entorno turístico internacional. Quiero agradecer especialmente la profesionalidad, la capacidad y el entusiasmo que han demostrado los responsables de RAK Investment Authorities y especial al RAK Marjan Football Management. Cuando Real Madrid Resort Island abra por fin sus puertas de este sueño, el visitante formará parte de la leyenda del mejor club de la historia del fútbol. Será una experiencia inolvidable para millones de madridistas que se sentirán una vez más orgullosos de un Real Madrid que busca, como siempre, ser eterno y universal. Muchas gracias.
A continuación, cedo la palabra a don Luis Germán de Roger, consejero delegado de RAK Marjan Island Football.
I'm going to continue in English because my Spanish is really not that good. Our president has a much better French than my Spanish. We used to say, and I think Confucius said that once, that the journey of 1,000 miles, starts with one single step, and that's one of these steps today. So let me sum up a few points that led to this project. The first thing is that we have to remember that the Emirates and Ras Al Khaimah is really the gateway to the Middle East and to Asia, and that's really our target here today. Dubai is the fourth largest airport in the world, giving access to over 2 billion people. Moreover, the island of Real Madrid Island Resort is going to be located only 45 minutes away from it, giving access to 2 billion people in the region. Now, if you look at the economic and strategic aspect of it, you may realize that in the middle class, around the world, Asia Pacific represents the largest share, not only in terms of growth, but also in terms of what we call, spending in leisure, travel, and so on. So more recently, if we look at football, of course, is the most popular sport in the world, but we have to realize that Asia is also the world's fastest growing sports market in the world as well. So that's key in that respect. You may have realized that lately, the Indian League and the Chinese League have recruited, some players from the West and from South America. There has been also an increasing value, of the TV rights in the region. And lately, but not lastly, Real Madrid has been very present, in the initiatives in the region, opening sports and social schools around, but also organizing midday games, to access the Chinese market. Lately, of course, you may all remember that Qatar is going to organize, the 2020 World Cup in the region, and that we are, in this process of giving access to the region. We have to realize also, lastly, that Real Madrid has the highest global fan base in the world, with something like 300 million fans around the world, and that it has over 50% of it in the region. That means in Asia, with 160 million fans. So what do we have here? We have a worldwide brand, we have a strategic location, and we have, of course, the dedicated island. So let me talk to you for a few minutes about the project and the island. That is the island behind me. So it's all naked, you don't have much. Construction is going to start soon. It's a 430,000 square meters island. And this is really a unique concept that we call sportainment, because it combines sports, of course, and entertainment. The idea, of course, is to locate on this island a theme park that is going to be centered around football. So this is the location where the theme park is going to be located, with around 12 hectares. You may have seen in the video that we'll have a roller coaster. That's one example of it. We'll have a water park, submarine circuit, holographic football field, and of course, the idea more or less is to satisfy not only the core fans of Real Madrid, but also their families, their wives, daughters, people that are not probably 100% fans, but that might want to have a joyful experience over there. One of the key aspects of the island will be the stadium. This is the first time that you are going to see a stadium half moon shaped, open to the sea, with at least 10,000 seats. The second centerpiece on the island will be the Real Madrid Museum. We want to have a Real Madrid Museum that is going not only to show exhibition, trophies, some of the best games of the club, but also to have an interactive, experience using holographic imaging system, to show the best goals from Cristiano, for instance, from Karim Benzema, who is here today, or for some of the players, from Real Madrid. Then we are going to have sports facilities. The idea about it is to have children from the region being able to train, and of course all the trainers are going to be trained, according to the Real Madrid standards, and come from Madrid. The sports facilities will have also an Olympic pool, a multi-sports center, with basketball court, of course, and water sports, a yacht club, and a marina. Then you have hotel accommodations. You may view a view of it here. The access to the stadium is going to come directly from the hotel, giving access to VIP lounge and restaurants. And the idea is to have a coral-shaped hotel next to the stadium. With the real estate centerpiece, which is going to be the hotel, you'll have 60 bungalows. You may have a view here. You'll have also 48 villas, and 450 apartments. In accordance to that, you'll have a shopping mall, to, of course, accommodate the families that want to do the shopping on the island. So, in a nutshell, if I want to characterize the project, it's a $1 billion project. It's the entity, managing it is RAK Marjan Island Football. We have a commitment of 20 years on the project. We expect 1 million visitors a year for the first year. And of course, this is in fact to give, to the Real Madrid benefit and access to a diversification and new source of revenues. So we have assembled a team of the finest professionals around. You might see Moulay Mansouri, who is at the origin of the idea of this Real Madrid Island Resort, and Rashid Baktawi, who is here as well with me. And if I want to close, on this project, I want to leave you with one thing. And this one thing is the following. All the time we've been working around, tirelessly on this project, we have done that with one thing in mind. And this thing in mind that we had was to hope that at the day of the opening, in January 2005, we might see all the children from the region or from around the world, come to the island and gratify us with a smile. And as you may know, and as we say all around in the team, the smile is a curve that sets everything straight. Thank you so much.
We would like to tell you that we are very happy to be part of this project. We have worked diligently on this effort and are delighted to welcome Real Madrid on RAK Marjan Island in Ras Al Khaimah. I am sure not many of you are familiar with Ras Al Khaimah. Ras Al Khaimah, let me tell you a few ideas. Ras Al Khaimah is one of the 7 emirates which are forming the United Arab Emirates. It is the most northern one. It has 5,000 square kilometers and 65 kilometers of coastline and 14 kilometers of Marjan Island coastline itself alone. Ras Al Khaimah is defined by its unique character of natural beauty. It has the Hajar Mountains, which are climbing up to 1,900 meters altitude, with beautiful canyons. You have the gravel plain with hot springs of Khark. We have the desert, also the desert, which is beautiful desert in Ras Al Khaimah. And Ras Al Khaimah has a unique feature. It has 13 archaeological sites and 13 archaeological sites which are going back to history 5,000 years. It is also has a lot of industrial parks. Also offers weather condition and has minimum time difference between Europe and UAE. It is 3 hours. European people, they don't need visa to enter the UAE. And actually, everybody speaks English. And it is the lowest crime rate in the world, making it a safe place and popular destination. It is one of the highest hotel occupancy rates in the region. Visitors can land at, as we said, so many airports in UAE. There are more than 7 airports in UAE. Of course, the most important are Abu Dhabi and Dubai, but in Ras Al Khaimah, there is an airport with regular flights and charter flights, and many flights are coming from Europe actually. Ras Al Khaimah government has made sport, tourism, leisure activities and necessary infrastructure built out its core strategy to advance the emirate. Ras Al Khaimah offers one of the highest economic growth in the region, thanks to a pro-business attitude of its government and because of the establishment in 2005 of RAK Investment Authority, which have created and managed and developed industrial parks and Marjan Island. Ras Al Khaimah has been spared from an excess of speculation by its long-term development policy and prudent investments. It offers a very favorable location for investors with the creation of with many free industrial zones, free trade zones and industrial zones. It has received more than $5 billion investments for the last 10 years. And it's home of RAK Ceramics, the #1 company in the world in its field, and it's home of growing industrial base of medium and foreign companies which are targeting the Middle East and Asian markets. For instance, RAK International, Mitsui, Pioneer Cement, JBF, Falcon Technologies, Guardian Glass, and many others. The RAK economy has been growing at the rate of 10% for the last 7 years on average, and in 2011 it has been growing 8%. Real Madrid Island Resort will fulfill the Emir wishes to develop RAK as a tourist destination. I'm sorry, I forgot this. So these are His Highness Sheikh Saud, ruler of Ras Al Khaimah, and these are the various benefits of Ras Al Khaimah. We expect Ras Al Khaimah to become a destination of premier attraction in the region. Other projects will help grow traffic to the Real Madrid Resort Island and offer authenticity via unique and welcoming host country of Riyadh's experience. Ras Al Khaimah is proud to help Real Madrid establish its foothold in the region and grow in the Middle East, which is the fastest growing region in the world, and including Asia. Business decisions are always easier to make when they are carefully planned, all thought out and supported by a strong team. We believe that this is the reason why this project is so appealing to all, whether you are investors or visitors. We welcome you to Ras Al Khaimah. Thank you and have a nice afternoon.
Como siempre, ha sido un placer estar con ustedes. Muchísimas gracias por su presencia. A continuación se celebrará un show del patrón. Muchas gracias. Shukran.
Aquí es donde vamos. Ahí.